My friends traumatized a burglar, but it was so funny, we got away with it. In college, I was throwing an end-of-year party at my house when I suddenly felt the need to throw up. Both of the bathrooms were taken, so as a last resort, I ran outside and into the bushes. When I was finally done and looked up, I noticed my neighbor's window was open, which was weird because he was at the party and lived alone. Curious, I went over to check and saw a guy with a travel bag, stuffing everything valuable he could fit inside it. It took me a minute to process what I was seeing, but when it hit me, I sprinted back upstairs yelling that someone was robbing the house next door. A few girls immediately called the police, but the guys didn't wait. They grabbed brooms, one even picked up a roll of duct tape, and they all charged across the yard. The burglar saw them coming, panicked, and tried to escape through the same window, but it was too late. The mob of drunk guys tackled him to the ground and started hitting him with their brooms. He just lay there, completely terrified. Then, the duct tape guy started tying his hands and feet together. For some reason, the burglar didn't resist. Someone else brought a giant trash bag, and they somehow managed to fit his entire body inside it, wrapping him up like a Christmas present, with only his head sticking out. They used up the whole roll of tape while he sat there mumbling, "Let me go, I'll never come back." The police still hadn't arrived, and one guy suggested getting more stuff to tie him up with. At that point, the burglar already looked like a human caterpillar, but a few of them left for the dollar store anyway. 10 minutes later, they came back. No rubber bands, but they did bring a rope. I went inside to make sure everyone else was okay and to check on the cops. When I came back out 5 minutes later, I found they had somehow tied the burglar upside down to a lamppost, leaving him hanging there like a bizarre street decoration. Everyone was still drunk, and the police response time was unbelievably slow. By the time they finally arrived, 15 minutes later, we had already brought the speakers outside and were partying around the human caterpillar. I think someone even offered him a beer, but he couldn't drink it upside down. A few neighbors came out to tell us to quiet down, but once they saw the guy and we explained who he was, they just laughed and thanked us for catching the burglar. When the cops showed up, they tried their best to look serious, but we could see them hiding their smiles. Apparently, they'd been searching for this guy for a while and couldn't believe this was how they finally caught him. They weren't even mad since we were all 18 and hadn't hurt him. The best part? They got him down, put him in the car, and literally drove off, still wrapped up like a caterpillar.